What's up guys, it's Phoebe. I am here at Epcot today. It is opening day of the Food and Wine Festival. I am so excited for this festival because that means we're coming up on the holidays. It's hopefully getting a little cooler out too. I'm especially excited for this year's Food and Wine Festival too because it seems like there are a lot of new offerings. I feel like Food and Wine is a festival where they do a lot of the same things because they have so many great options. But on top of those specialties and favorites sticking around this year, they have some new things too that I'm really looking forward to trying. So with that being said, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's go have some fun and eat. First thing we're doing is coming right over here for a festival passport. This is going to tell you what all of the booths offer and anything else that may be exclusive to the festival. Before we make our way into World Showcase and kick off the festival, let's go ahead and find a spot and check out this festival guide so we know what we're getting ourselves into. It is 3 o'clock, so I did have a bit of a later start today, so we've got about 5 hours of daylight to fly through this festival. So, now as usual, they have a lot of the food booths set out outside of World Showcase. However, I think to start, I want to be in World Showcase and we can end on those booths. So all of these are more towards the Test Track Guardians area. I think Mexico will be our starting point, and all 3 dishes for Mexico are brand new. Mexico always does an incredible job, so I'm excited to see what they came up with. China also has chicken dumplings that I'm never able to get because it usually comes with a peanut sauce. It looks like they may have changed it this year though and subbed it out for a sweet and spicy. So we will start in Mexico and work our way all the way around. They also have a few other fun, cute things in this guide. They also in this guide tell you where all of the merchandise is and what they offer. So this guide is very helpful when it comes to the festivals, so grab one when you come. I think I've said enough, so it's time to go ahead and head in. We are going to be starting in Mexico. Here's a look at what they're offering in Mexico. As I previously mentioned, they have 3 new dishes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get yet. Thank you so much. Could not even try to avoid her. Walked into Epcot, entered World Showcase, and Kristen is here on a trash can.
I forgot I had a fan this whole time.
Okay, this is what I got, the Flauta de Barbacoa. This is fried tortillas filled with barbacoa beef topped with salsa verde, crema mexicana, and queso fresco. And this is going to ring you up $8. I really like the flavor on this one. I would have liked a little more of the salsa verde and a little more beef, but the crispy fried tortilla was such a nice touch to this. I love that crunchiness with the beef because without it, it would have been a little too mushy. But definitely keep in mind that that one piece is $8. I thought by it saying tortillas plural, it would be 2 of them, but I think it's 2 wrapped around 1 portion of meat. So it is $8 for that, but flavor-wise, I really enjoy it. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 just because of the price and how I'd like there to be 2.
That's crazy.
Please. The fork case.
That's incredible.
Straw, anyone?
No way.
Napkins? Got it all.
This is the tostada de camarones. This is tempura battered shrimp with a fried corn tortilla, guacamole, cabbage, chipotle aioli, which I'm assuming Kristen did not get, diced mango, and chili lime powder for $7.75. Okay, I didn't try the tostada. What did you think of that?
It was okay. It was missing something. I wish it was a shrimp ceviche on top instead of like fried shrimp. I don't think that really went well on it. The tostada was good, but the shrimp got lost a bit.
And then for dessert, you have the pan de elote. This is a traditional Mexican cornbread topped with chocolate sauce and queso fresco for $6. I'm a little scared. The first thing that came in my head was the "why is it spicy" audio. I don't know why that would be spicy, but it is. I don't know if I like that flavor combination. I don't think chocolate and corn works together. I think I would give it like a 3 out of 10. I think I'd rather just a regular piece of cornbread and a chocolate bar together, honestly. And Norway doesn't have any festival booth there, so we are headed through it to China, which is our next stop. Here is a look at the offerings for China. 2 new things and 1 thing that is semi-new. The chicken dumplings used to have a peanut sauce and now it has a sweet and spicy. So I think I'm gonna have to get those because I usually have to pass on them. Thank you so much. All right, here they are. These are the pan-fried chicken dumplings. They come with a sweet and spicy sauce for $5.50 for 2 dumplings. And it looks like they're topped with sesame seeds and green onion. I also went back and I grabbed the mango peach bubble tea because Kristen got it and it looked really yummy. This is green tea, mango, and peach syrups with white boba for $7.75. And then Kristen went ahead and got the Shanghai scallion noodles with shrimp. This is $8.50. All right, we're trying the dumpling.
Thank you for your patience as we prepare for tonight's incredible fireworks spectacular.
I like the chicken dumplings. I think frying it was a good idea because it does get a little soggy in the sauce, so that fried layer adds a little bit of texture to it and crispiness. I do wish the filling had a little more flavor, but the sauce does help make up for that. It's a lot more sweet than it is spicy. I think my real issue with it is the fact that it's $5.50 for 2. I would have liked maybe 4 to go along with that. Overall, I'll give this one a 5 out of 10. The tea is wonderful. I love the flavor. It's sweet, but it's not overpowering. I think the one thing I will say though is I'm not a fan of the white boba. It just tastes like an unflavored gummy and you get it every once in a while. I would have loved the tea just on its own and with a little more ice. But I'll go ahead and give this one an 8 out of 10. Really refreshing, nice for a hot day. All right, we finished up at China. I think it's now time to cross the bridge, head over more towards Germany. It looks like Snow White is finishing up with her last family before she goes back to the cottage. Hi, Snow. Oh, thank you. You look beautiful. Oh. Oh, fun. Oh, well, have fun with that. So nice seeing you. So over in Germany, you have the Germany booth and you also have the Alps booth over on the left here. So I think we're gonna get something from both of these. Okay, here is the Germany menu. And these are all things that they have had in previous years, and I think quite a few of them. I'll probably wind up doing dessert here because there is a dessert at the Alps booth that I'm wanting to try too. Let's take a look at the Alps booth's menu. It looks like Swiss cheese 2 ways, which I'm not a fan of Swiss, but I'm really excited about that dark chocolate fondue. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Wait, this is so cute. So since Snow White is back at her cottage for the evening, I'm using her wishing well right now. It's time for dessert. Now we're gonna go back to savory, I'm sure, right after this, but I decided for the Alps and for Germany, we would do their desserts because they looked really nice. I have had the apple strudel before, but I have not had the fondue. So here's what I got from the Alps booth. This is the dark chocolate fondue for $6. It comes with berries, pound cake, and meringues. And then here is the apple strudel for $4.75 that comes with a vanilla sauce. I'm trying the apple strudel first. I've definitely had this before, but I can't remember what I thought of it. I like this one. I think it has really nice flavor. I like the vanilla sauce that it comes with. It sits in the sauce for a minute though, so it does get a little soggy. I think what's funny is it has two different kinds of sliced apples. So there are tiny little diced apples in this, but then there's also full slices of apples. Rating this one, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 6.5 out of 10, I think. Okay, I'm getting the fondue prepped right now. Presentation on this is a 10 out of 10. It's so cute. I love the little pot with it too. I think I'm going to dip the pound cake first. The fondue has a really nice, rich flavor. I love that it's dark chocolate too. The pound cake is really yummy too. This being $6, I would get this before some of the other things I've gotten today. This is a really nice option. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. I really like it. We are going to keep moving now into Italy because we have, I think, 6 more countries to get around to. What time is it right now? I think it's 5:15, so we're doing okay. But we've made it over to the Italy booth. Let's see what they have. The Italy menu is also brand new this year, so they've got nachos, looks like meatballs, and then a vanilla cheesecake. I'm really curious to see what those nachos taste like. Here's what I went with, the Italian style nachos. These are $9.25. It's homemade beef ragu, and it comes with pasta chips, tomato sauce, and dried ricotta cheese. I'm scared. Cheers. Alright, I had a change of scenery, got a little crowded. This one would be a skip in my opinion. The crunch was a 10 out of 10. Other than that, I didn't really enjoy anything. The flavor of the ragu, I just wasn't a fan of at all. It was intense, that's the only word I can find to describe it. And it was very, very greasy, so it's a little hard to eat. It's just very heavy, and it's very hot for it being 100 degrees outside. For almost $10, I think you have much better options. I don't even really want to rate this one. 2, 1, 2, 1.5, 1.25. Now, Kristen went ahead and got the meatball dish, and I ran into her again, so I wanted to show it. I will not be trying it. This is beef meatballs with a rosemary focaccia and a pomodoro sauce for $8.50. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Here's the name. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. I'll just call it the Palpatine because I know I won't like it. The booth was not good, but she's really pretty, so I forgive her. That is what I want. Aside from that pudding cake, they only offer hot dogs, which honestly I think is a really smart move. I think that's something a lot of people will be interested to try, and it works for America. I just do not think I have the stomach to eat a hot dog right now. The hot dogs are so little. I found the sheet with the photos on it. But I really like how there's a lot of variety too. Alright, here it is. This smells incredible. That gives me really high hopes. I'm so excited to try this. It is the warm chocolate pudding cake, and it has a bourbon caramel sauce on it for $5. Okay, so easy to cut into. Wow, look at that cross section. This is delicious. I am not disappointed at all. It's one of my favorite things I've eaten today. I love the bourbon caramel sauce too. Chocolate and caramel obviously is a great combination. I do wish the caramel sauce was a little stickier. The chocolate pudding cake is phenomenal. I really have no complaints on it. I'm gonna say this is one of my favorite bites of the festival so far and give it a 9 out of 10. I ran into Kristen, who got all 3 hot dogs. What did you think of them? Which one was your favorite?
Honestly, probably just the New York style was my favorite. We had the Southwest one, the Chicago one, and then the New York here. And the best part about them were those buns. Look at this New York bun.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Pillowy, soft, and delicious. I don't know if they're baking them in-house or what, but whatever they're doing.
Wow, so America stepping it up with the food. I haven't really enjoyed America's food before.
I'm down for the hot dog idea.
Yeah, but you still need to try that chocolate pudding cake.
I do.
Okay, so finishing up at America means that we are making pretty good progress around the world. We have Japan next, and then after that we are going to be skipping Morocco, just once again because of all of the nuts that they usually have and that they do have on this year's menu. And then we have France, and all that's left after that is Canada. And that will be all for World Showcase country booths. There are a few other booths further up by Guardians and Test Track, and we will also be getting to those at some point in maybe another video. But my main priority for today's video is World Showcase. If we get to some other things too, that's great. And after checking the festival guide and talking to Kristen, I realized that the Ireland booth with the chocolate pudding cake is no more. So I'm really glad that they found a spot for the pudding cake. It is a little different, like I mentioned, without the vanilla sauce, but it is still delicious. Thank you so much. I am taking my food up to one of my favorite spots. I eat over here every time I'm in Japan. It's the Tea Gardens. I love how you can hear Dancing Queen from America. All right, the wagu tamaki sushi for $9.50. This is handheld sushi with sweet and savory American Wagyu beef, and it's topped with Tanaka Japanese pickles and a spicy mayo sauce. I'm at the same table that I sat at when Emma and I did the eating a candy from every country around World Showcase video. No one's ever back here. It's such a nice place to come and sit. It's quiet. It's almost entirely shaded. I know you're supposed to pick this up with your hands. I just don't think I can bring myself to do it. I tried to get a little bit of everything. The spicy mayo sauce, bro. Sir. The spicy mayo definitely has a kick to it, more so than I thought it would. So it's definitely on the spicier side when it comes to the food options here. You can get it without the mayo on it though. If you want the review on that, go probably watch Kristen's channel. She hates mayonnaise. The seaweed is a little hard to get through though. There's so much of it. It's completely wrapped in it. So it's hard to bite through or cut through. I wish there was a little less seaweed, which probably sounds really weird considering it's sushi. I kind of mixed it up to make it almost like a rice bowl, and it's much easier to eat at Disney World, and I can avoid the seaweed a little more. Do with that what you will. I really like the flavors though. I think I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. All right, with Japan now done, that means we have 2 countries left. We have France and we have Canada, which are 2 of my favorites. So here is the menu for France. France always has phenomenal food, so I feel like I could get any of this and enjoy it. I have never had escargot before, and I'm really debating getting it right now, but the passion mango creme brulee also looks really phenomenal. Thank you so much. Okay, I went ahead and I went with 2 things. So this is the escargot brioche. It is escargot in a brioche bun, and it has garlic and parsley cream with it. This is gonna ring you up at $7.95. This is the mango passion fruit creme brulee, and it has a fruit compote on the inside, and this is $5.95. As I said before, I've never had escargot before. I thought this would be an okay place to try it. Let me explain. I know it's just a little walk up at a food and wine booth. However, it's cheaper than spending money on an entire dish and not liking it. And it's such a small portion that I won't waste if I don't want to finish it. So we're gonna try it now, and if I like the taste, I can go and get it at a nicer restaurant. That's my logic behind it, so we're gonna try it. I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't have opened it up. I'm a little scared now. It would be really funny if today I discovered I was allergic to snails. At least I would only miss one country. I'll still put the video out. I'll just edit it from a hospital room. I can see the texture of the snail, I think. I can't think about what I'm eating. I'm not eating a snail. I need a napkin. I will not lie. I could not finish chewing it. The texture is just very much, it's giving snail. It chewed like I thought a snail would. The flavor was okay. I really like the flavor. I think the garlic and the parsley cream is really nice. I love how it's in a brioche bun. The texture is just, I truly cannot do it. So if we're going based on flavor and not texture, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I can't do that anymore. I am now very glad that I got the creme brulee because I can eat that and forget about the escargot. So we're gonna try that now. I really like this one. I think the flavor is really unique for a creme brulee. I love the fruit, it adds a freshness to it. However, I did not get any fruit compote. I think they forgot it in mine, which is unfortunate. I think it would have been a really nice finishing touch. The crust was a little underwhelming. It was really easy to break through. It wasn't very crunchy. However, I really enjoy this one. I am going to rate it without the fruit compote, obviously. So I think I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. This is another reason why France is just my favorite. It has such pretty views. We've got the Skyliners right there, the boat coming around. We've done really good on time too. It is 7:30 right now, so the sun is just starting to set. The sun has set, so it is so nice. It's automatically like 10 degrees cooler. It's very crowded today though. The crowds have not let up at all. Everyone is showing up for opening day. I think this is my favorite time of day to see Epcot. The sky is always so pretty over World Showcase Lagoon. You see all of the countries without the sun in your face. Speaking of countries, we've got one left and we are in it now, I think. I want to feed them so bad, but don't do it. It messes up their little cute duck bodies. I went ahead and grabbed both things from Canada. They are here almost every year, but I have no complaints about it because they are both so good. This is the cheddar cheese and bacon soup, and it comes with a pretzel roll, and it is $6. Now at this booth, they usually have some variation of filet, and so this time around it's just a filet. It comes with mushrooms, garlic and fine herbs, mashed potatoes, and a garlic fine herbs butter. This is $9.75. I got a bite with the steak, the mushroom, the mashed potatoes, and the garlic butter. I love the mashed potatoes and the butter. That is such a great addition to it. I will say my steak is a little hard to cut through. That was by far the longest line of the day. It was probably about 15 minutes and they had a ton of people coming through. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. The only way to eat this is to dip the pretzel bread in the soup. The soup is so good. I have no complaints. It is consistent. It's the same every single time. The flavors are so good. It's cheesy. The bacon is really nice, but it's not overpowering. And I love the pretzel bread that it comes with. Now, if you really like these entrees, you can get the full-size portions of them at Le Cellier Steakhouse, which is right behind me. It's a phenomenal steakhouse, great environment too. It is on the pricier side, but whenever I'm looking to splurge, it is one of my go-tos for sure. They also have a maple creme brulee there that is phenomenal. as I'm finishing up my last few bites of my final snack for the day for the Food and Wine Festival. The sun is setting. It's so pretty around World Showcase Lagoon. It is 8:02 right now, so I made it all the way around World Showcase in 5 hours, which I have to say is pretty good time. Yes, that's all. The fireworks are starting in about 40 minutes and it's still pretty crowded in World Showcase, so I'm making my way more towards the front and we'll give final thoughts. I will say this area is beautiful at nighttime. This is the Communicore right over here, and then the stage where they do the Encanto show. I'm here now at the same exact table that I gave my opening little thoughts on with the food festival guide. It has been a full 5 hours, and I got full in 5 hours. Overall, I will say I am really happy with the food options they have at the festival this year. I feel like the presentation has gotten so much better after I looked at the entirety of all the menus for this festival. Obviously, I haven't tried a lot of the things yet, but I've read through all of the menus and I'm really excited to keep trying things. There's a ton of new options, which is really exciting. I always love when they spice it up, change things. I loved all of the presentation this go around too, and we had a lot of good things that we got to try. I'm trying to narrow it down to my favorites. I would say ones that you don't need to skip and then you have to try are the, starting from Mexico, would be, I really liked the main dish I had in Mexico. It's just so expensive, so I would recommend that one, potentially. I loved the chocolate fondue from the Alps. I think that's a very solid choice. I love the warm chocolate pudding cake. I love the creme brulee in France. Obviously, what I got from Canada too. I think those are all great options to start. There are so many booths though that I've heard are incredible and I haven't even gotten around to trying them yet. Kristen was telling me that some of her favorites aren't even in World Showcase, so I'll definitely have to come back and try out more booths, try out more food. But I think this was a great opening day, especially with the late start I had. I got here at 3 o'clock. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching though. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss my next videos, and I will see you guys next time.